What's up, guys? This is ABL Sports here. This is Dev. And
Hey guys, Finn, how's it going?
all right, so we're gonna be covering the NBA MVP race. We got about like 9, 10 games left in the season at the time of recording. So yeah, the clear and front run, clear and out like most front runner candidates has been Shea. Like, do you have any, do you agree, disagree on that, or?
Yeah, well, I think okay. Here's the thing: is Shea obviously MVP last year, Finals MVP, really had one of the most dominant seasons in the NBA last year.
Hmm.
But and he's continued that. To be fair, I mean, he's still averaging 31 points. I'm pretty sure he's the league leader. Something like 5 rebounds, 5 or 6 assists. Like still really good. Thunder have the best
Hmm.
record in the league. But I think when I think about valuable, obviously Shea is extremely valuable. Like all of the
Hmm.
players we're going to name in this video are very valuable. But that being said, last year when Shea was MVP, they still had a winning record when he was out. I think they were like 10-5 or something like
Yeah.
that, or like 5-1 maybe. Like they had still a really good record. And then this season is the same thing. It's like
Hmm.
obviously he missed a few games, maybe like 10, 15 games, and they
Yeah.
won still like maybe like 66% of those games. So,
Hmm.
like two of every three. So like Shea's obviously very valuable, but what I think and what I'm getting at with that stat is that around him there's this really good team.
Hmm.
And if Shea's injured for a prolonged period of time, I think it's been kind of like I think it's fair to say that the Thunder would still be okay. So today I
Hmm.
kind of want to look at
Absolutely.
some other candidates and like let's just start off with I don't know if he's my MVP, honestly. Like I'm still a bit up in the air about who I think it is, but we have to talk about Luca. He
We
just
have
had
to talk
60
about Luca.
points. Before that, I think in like in a 24-hour span, he had like 100 points. That
So
is
I think
ridiculous.
as of yesterday in March games, I think in the 521 minutes he's played, he scored 517 points, which is absolutely
Yeah,
insane to think about. Um, I think you had mentioned Shea is like the league like scoring leader right now. No, it's Luca right now by like a point.
okay.
Um, he's average, and to your point about roster construction with the Thunder, absolutely. I think yeah, like there was some time Shea missed this season, and they were absolutely fine. While the Thunder, they were also missing other pieces like J-Dub was a big one that's been out for an extended period of time this year. The Thunder have been absolutely fine, and they've still been in the like the one seed, cruising along. And I feel like
Yeah.
if Shea drops out, I feel like the Thunder, like if Shea gets injured, the Thunder be like, I'm not gonna say they're gonna be fine, but they have an insanely strong roster around them to where like
They'll be top three.
that roster's so deep that like I feel like in the context of MVP, like if you took that person off that team, like the team should really like kind of like sink really, right? And that kind of doesn't happen with the Thunder. But with the Lakers, if you take Luka off that team, the Lakers are a bottom like 10 team in the league. I promise you.
Yeah, genuinely. And I think I was just looking it up. The Lakers record without Luca, they've Luca's missed as many games as Shea this season,
Hmm.
or it's very similar. I think they've both missed about 12 or 13 games. The Thunder, when they miss Shea, are 8-4, and then without Luca, the Lakers are 6-6.
Yeah.
So the Lakers go from being I think they're a top 4 or 5 seed right now.
The
They go from
three
being a
seed.
top 4 or 5 seed. They're the 3 seed. Are you serious?
They're the three series.
Okay, well, I should have done more research, but that's mind blowing to me. But I mean, look at that. So without Luca, they're just a 500 team, which is like fine, but that's playing. You go from a 3 seed to a play-in team. To me, that is the definition of value.
Hmm.
Like you need that guy to be top three. Whereas
Hmm.
if you're the Thunder and you lose Shea, like realistically, you'll still be like top 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So again, both amazing players, but I think like if we're really looking at candidates who I think should be MVP, I think Luca's over Shea.
I also agree. If I was to have a vote, I would vote Luka over Shea, but unfortunately, I don't.
Yeah.
We're working toward that right now. um,
Yeah. One day.
um, yeah, but speaking on like how a team drops off without like their star player, I think we have to talk about Cade Cunningham, missing that like
Yeah.
lung. Yeah, I mean, while he not for me, like I think we'll get into like our MVP picks like at towards the end of the video, but he personally like while he was up there for me, he was not my MVP. But Cade is like that's not to diminish what he's been doing this season. The Pistons like 2 seasons ago, I think there was that meme like came out. There was like they were like, oh, there's no way we're like 2-28 bad or two and whatever the record was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now
It's
look at
Kate in
them.
that
They're like
interview. Yeah.
they were title contenders for until he like his lung collapsed. So like
Yeah.
I think what Cade has done with the Pistons has been like absolutely extraordinary. This is like, and when Detroit's a good basketball team, the NBA like is a much better league. Same with the Knicks.
Yeah. It's so much more fun. It's more physical, and you kind of bring back those classic rivalries. And I think at least maybe for the culture of basketball, like Cade might be the MVP because it kind of to your point again, like bringing back that Detroit toughness,
Hmm.
that physical sort of basketball, but also like the one seed is the Pistons. Like you said, 2 seasons ago they were 2 and like 20 whatever, like
Yeah.
just abysmal. And now they're probably going to be the one seed. I know there's still like 10 games left, and Cade's gone, but yeah, I mean, still like this is a team that is I also sort of view as like maybe the Thunder of the East, even though the Thunder are in their own league sort of. But also just like again around Cade, they've built a very
Hmm.
organized team. But still, when Cade isn't playing, the team gets a lot worse, and they go from being the one seed to maybe they could end up being a 3 seed. I mean, there's still like 10 games left. They're only 4 games ahead. Who knows
Well,
what'll happen?
I mean, they just played the Lakers, and what was his name? There was I'm gonna look this game up because I was watching that game, and the it broke like the Lakers like win streak, like of like 9 or 10 games,
Oh
because
yeah, you're right.
was Dennis Jenkins dropped 30 on Austin Reeves, and I mean, I'm looking at the score right now. The Pistons are playing live against the Pelicans. He's got 11, 4 for 9. So I mean, it looks like with the absence of Cade, looks like Dennis Jenkins could step up. And there was a couple of games at the beginning of the season where like Cade wasn't playing and like Dennis Jenkins had to start for like 5 or 6
Yeah,
games. And within like 5 or 6 games period, he was averaging like 20, 25 points a game. So who knows? Dennis Jenkins might be like he might kind
yeah.
of fill that gap like for them, right? And then
Well, I guess. Sorry, you go.
oh, sorry. And yeah,
You good?
and like to kind of a sideways point, I guess. The Celtics played the Thunder last night in kind of like an MVP battle-ish. And the Celtics took down the Thunder with Shea had dropped like 33, Jaylen Brown, who I also wanted to talk about, dropping 31,
Yeah,
which when at the beginning of the season, like would I think the Celtics are a 2 seed vying for the like 1 seed, top seed in the East? Hell no. I thought they were gonna be tanking like for like a good
yeah.
draft pick. And now Jason Tatum's back too. So like the Celtics could be
It's
insanely
unpredictable.
scary. Yeah, like especially with like how Jaylen Brown started off the season with his whole like streaming clips and like his hairline coming off on
Yeah.
jerseys like and now he's an MVP for I think Jaylen Brown's not getting a lot of MVP talk and he should be getting a lot of MVP talk. I think maybe a little bit over Shea.
I honestly agree. I honestly agree because I think I mean if you take Jaylen Brown off this team, then who's next? Like Luca or not Luca? Sorry, Jason Tatum was out for most of the year, so that's a bit hard for me to
Who
compare.
steps up?
But
Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, like
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like without Jaylen Brown, they're not a top 3 seed. Like they're probably like a 8 seed. But I'm looking at the MVP ladder right now, the most recent one, and Jaylen Brown is 6, which to me is a bit
is
crazy. I mean, the
disrespectful.
guys
I think
ahead of
that's
him are good,
disrespectful.
but
I
yeah,
think
it
if
is. It honestly is.
I think like Cade is top five right now, and like I'm like, unfortunately for Cade, I just don't think he can be top five anymore. Like with his injury.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
he probably will. I don't know if he'll meet the threshold for games played, like the
yeah, exactly.
65 game marker. Yeah.
They have Donovan
Um,
Mitchell above him, above Jaylen Brown, which I think is disrespectful. Donovan Mitchell, like, I mean, he hasn't had James Harden for like a lot of the season, but he's had a good team around him, and then
yeah.
and like the Cavs had expectations to be a good team, like a top team in the East coming into the season. The Celtics, no one expected the Celtics to do anything this season. People thought they're going to be like
Well,
playing for better draft picks. And
and the
now,
Celtics just
yeah,
have
the
they have a
Celtics
better
are
record.
insane. Yeah, and they have a better record. So I think for Jaylen Brown to be under Donovan Mitchell is like is disrespectful. Like to like a very high degree.
I agree. I agree. And then I mean, yeah, I feel like I said what I need to about Jaylen Brown. Like super underrated. I think that should be the main takeaway from his
Mhm.
season. And then I guess two other guys I really wanted to talk about. I guess we've talked about like 3 or 4 guys, but what about Wemby? Where does Wemby fit into all this? What do you think?
It's an amazing question. Like Wemby's up there for me. Like I know people have Jokic in their MVP race, and we're gonna get to him in a second.
Yeah,
But no, he's not in there for me. Not that like not because of voter fatigue or anything. Jokic is still like a top three player in the world, but I think team success
yeah,
has to play a part in it. And the Denver Nuggets have just kind of been in a slide ever since the new year. They've just not been playing that well this season.
yeah. The
Um,
Spurs are the 2 seed, and they're actually only 2 games behind the Thunder. And I
Yeah.
saw this. I don't know if it was. I think Wemby said it or someone tweeted it or whatever. Like
Oh,
I
when he
saw
was
it
making
on
his MVP
basketball
case
media.
in the interview.
Yeah, and he was like, he's going to be depoy. He's the best defensive player in the league, and I think he said something like defense is fifty
Defense is
percent of the
half the
game.
game. So
Yeah, which is completely true. Like that is a very valid case,
yeah.
and also not only that, he's averaging 24 and 11, so he's really efficient on both sides of the
And
ball.
3 blocks a game.
But yeah, which is ridiculous. Like, who's the
Yeah.
last player to average 3 blocks and be in an MVP conversation? Like, I just don't
I never
know
seen
if that's
one.
really
I
happened.
never heard of a player do it televised. Maybe would, but like
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like in the 60s it happened, but like in the modern NBA, I mean, I'm sure I don't have the stats in front of me. I'm sure Gobert was averaging something similar, or at least like 2 blocks a game, but obviously never in the MVP conversation.
but
But
The thing
now
about
Wemby's
Wemby
doing
is
both.
no like Gobert has gravity, but like Wemby like changes the entire way like an offense operates. With Wemby like
Yeah,
stepping on the court, like it's such like I've never seen anything. The only thing I've seen comparable is to like back in like 2016, 2015, like Steph's shot gravity changing defense. Like how good
yeah,
Victor Wembanyama is at defense, like it changes like a team's entire game plan off of
yeah,
one
exactly.
player.
And it's insane. And I mean, Wemby basically is like Hall of Fame intimidator to put it into
Hmm.
2K terms. Like literally anytime you see someone who's like 7'5" stepping on the floor, that's just you're just gonna pay attention.
Yeah.
Like in the same way that you would like your comparison's really good. Like if Steph jumps on the floor. So
Mhm.
I mean, Wemby is third right now, and uh, it's so hard to make this video. I just want to say because there are
Okay.
like 5 people I seriously think deserve it. But Wemby's like third on this list, and I think he should be higher. But above him is Luka and Shea.
Okay.
And I think really if Shea's number one, it's because of the record. But again, Wemby's like 2 games behind, or the Spurs
So
are.
do you want to give like your MVP pick and like maybe like a top three of like who you like think deserve it?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think like I just said, this is so difficult. I think
Or do you want to start at three and like work your way up?
yeah, I'll start at three.
Okay.
I think at three you have to. I'm gonna put Jalen Brown because
I
without
also have
him, this
Jalen
team
Brown.
is
I also have Jalen Brown at
yeah.
three.
I think you have to because as we mentioned earlier, like without him, this is a tanking season,
Hmm.
and Tatum maybe comes back in May, or not May, sorry, March, and things get a bit better, but like you're still like a tenor, you're in the
Yeah.
playoff. Um, number two, I think number two, I'm gonna have to go Luca just because Wemby's
Hmm.
argument actually like really persuade me.
Yeah.
Because I think he's one of the best offensive players as well.
Hmm.
And he's the best defensive player. And I think for me, what I'm again like bring it back to what I said at the beginning, like what does value mean to you? To me, value is like if you can do everything, you are the most valuable player in the NBA
Yeah.
to me. If you could play defense at the best level in the league and you could be one of the best offensive players and do quite literally everything, like I
Hmm.
think to me that is the essence of value. So you have to be my pick. But Luca is a really close second, I have to say.
So I have it flipped. I have Luca. I'm a Lakers fan. I've been watching like so I'm a little biased. So I have Luca as my MVP just because
Yeah.
I mean he's on the team that I root for, right? But but like you like Wemby, like I almost want to give it to Wemby because like his argument is so strong. Like if Luca was not on the Lakers, I would give it to Wemby. But like since Luca
Yeah.
is on the Lakers, like I'm gonna give it to Luca.
And I think that's fair, like, especially when I remember because I'm a Sixers fan, like watching Embiid's MVP season, I was
Mhm.
like, there's like if it went to someone else, I would have understood. But when you watch someone that's on your team just going
Yeah,
for
just go
that,
for it. Yeah.
you're like, yeah, you just like it has to be you. Like it's so much fun when that player's on your team.
And like, it was a rough
But
start too. Like people like a couple months ago, no, like the Lakers were being like talked about like they weren't gonna make the playoffs, and now they're a 3 seed.
yeah, yeah.
So
So more flowers to Luca for that.
more flowers to Luca. But there was one more point I wanted to make. Yeah, if Wemby doesn't win it this season, assuming like he has like I think like the guy Chime Time or not not the I mean not Chime Time. What's his name? Like it's an old head on TikTok.
Yeah, I know exactly the oh my god
You have no idea who good Tim Duncan
the
is. That guy.
yeah,
Yeah. So he
exactly.
was.
Or
I
what's he
saw a
always
clip.
start off with like what's the this is really good right here that
This is
guy
really good right here. Yeah. So
yeah
I saw like he made some points. Like if Wemby had a decade of health, he's winning MVP multiple times. And like
yeah
So like, and Wemby, what this is like second or third year in in the league. If he
Yeah.
doesn't win it this year, he's got like many more to come.
MVP as a third year as well is crazy.
Insane.
Like
Yeah.
that is a ridiculous feat. And I mean, honestly, like I guess
If
the
he
way
wasn't so injured in his first two seasons as well, like he had a very good chance in those seasons to have an
yeah,
MVP case as well. Like,
100%. He's probably the most talented player since LeBron to come out of a draft. That's a whole different video, but I guess to recap my thoughts, like I think whoever wins this race, I'm going to be fine with it. Like even if Shea wins, like I don't think he's the right pick, but he's also the best
I
record in
won't
the
be
league,
mad at
and he's
it, but
dominant.
like, yeah, like I
I
understand.
just won't be excited.
Yeah,
That's my take on it. Yeah.
yeah. But all right, I guess that's it for this video, guys. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you want to see next. We're gonna have some more videos coming out soon, so like, comment, and subscribe, and that'll be it.
See you guys.
See you guys.